we're incredibly grateful that the Habits of Mind have given us a framework and a common language that kind of transcends everything we do as a school. So from a very simple level of resolving playground conflicts and asking people to be empathetic or managing their impulsivity, to a much more complex foundational understanding of who we want to be as people. So when our third graders read biographies and study Martin Luther King, they can talk about which habits of mind helped him be successful and which habits of mind he might have found even more success if he had worked on. During report card time, we have our students self-reflect on the habits of mind, and they really start to dig deep into who they are as individual people and better themselves, not just in their reading ability and their math abilities, but themselves as human beings.
We use habits of mind to help focus our conversation when we're reflecting in the classroom, whether we're talking about something literacy related or whether we're connecting it to math. It helps guide our reflection and it helps keep us really focused on what's important.
In third grade, we use habits of the mind in all areas of our curriculum, especially in reading workshop. For example, when we're thinking about characters, we use habits of the mind to help us understand why the characters act the way they do and what they learn by the end of the story.
One time, my teacher asked me to solve a problem, and I listened to her, and I really thought about it, and I listened from my heart, and I listened with empathy, and I was able to solve the problem. But other than that, I was able to delve deeper into it, and I was really able to understand and solve the problem in a way I couldn't if I hadn't used this habit of mind.
Helps me be more insightful and more compassionate and more reflective as I work with the students throughout the day.
My favorite habit of the mind is finding humor.
Creating, imagining, and innovating.
Is thinking flexibly and thinking about your thinking.
Is finding humor and taking responsible risks.
Having the habits of mind at my school has impacted me in so many ways.
To me, habits of mind are goals. They give you something to work hard.
When I come to school in the morning and look at them, it sets an example for how my behavior should be. They also help me understand how people from different time periods felt during their experience.
Remaining open to continuous learning has been a big factor in history for me. I love learning about history. It intrigues me so much and I am always open to learning more. These are just a few examples of the many ways the habits of mind can help your learning experience.
The habits of the mind are incredible and I appreciate everyone who has been a part of it.
When working with the students in the science lab, it's incredible to see the ease at which the students are able to draw and call upon the habits of mind. I'm often asking students to approach an investigation like a scientist and approach a problem like an engineer. In each of these situations, it's evident that students are actively using the habits of mind. You can often overhear the students saying things like, "Come on, we can do this. We just have to be persistent," or "We have to think flexibly. What other ideas do you have?" When wrapping up a lesson, I'll often ask, "What habits of mind did you use today that helped you to be successful in this task?" Not only will students select a variety of the habits, but are quick to give specific evidence for how they applied that habit to be successful that day.
Habits of the mind are important to learn because you can use them in many different ways.
Habits of mind are really important in school and everyday life because they help you think outside of the box and help you think of other ways around everyday situations.
I use a lot of habits of the mind inside and outside of school.
Everyone speaks the same language and has consistent expectations.
It really helps you understand the world around you. It really helps you just understand everything you're listening to and thinking about.
They're also really important in social life because if you meet someone new and you're in a situation where you have to talk to them, you have to think flexibly to see what you're going to say.
Mustang Mix-Up is an opportunity for students to take responsible risks and develop new friendships during lunch. 6th grade student leaders wanted a way for all students to get to know each other, so they came up with this idea. They also help facilitate the activity. So, during lunch, students step outside of their comfort zones to sit and talk with others. They're all mixed up and put into different groups. Silly questions and conversation starters help get things going.
They help you think on a grander scale of how to help other people and make the world a better place.